established, your lordships. And the process of establishing those qualifications, your lordship, is set down and out in law. Your lordship.
Mr. Njiru, my understanding,
yes, your lordship.
When you first asked for this conservatory order,
yes, your lordship.
under Madu paper,
yes,
that
is his application. Yeah. I have on a different application. I moved under Article 23.
Because my understanding is that if you want the court to give conservatory orders immediately after rendering a ruling or a judgment, that application can be verbal but also very short, because the court is already aware, has already expressed itself.
That's correct.
So that kind of application cannot be the beginning of another big
Your lordship, I am well guided.
So I think for the purposes of the discretion of the
yes,
bench,
lordship.
For the purposes of the discretion of the bench,
yes, lordship.
I think Mr. Ochial's application is what we should be considered. Your application evidently requires to be formal.
Your lordship, I am well guided by the court, but the court also needs to perhaps appreciate the import of Rule 24, that due to the vulnerability of the rights and the vulnerability of the infringement and the violation of the Constitution, I can appear before you.
Rights cannot be vulnerable. Individuals are.
May I have
not
my
rights.
time and then you have your response, Professor? Your lordship, this application is premised again on Article 3. The call upon every person to protect the Constitution. And as I pen off, it is all clear to us that nobody can deny, not this court, not myself, nobody can bury his head under the sand, that there is no IBC. If Kithure Kindiki is to be sworn in tomorrow, what will be the import of swearing in a person who has not been verified and approved by the organ that is supposed to do so? Finally, your lordship, can this court fold its hands and watch and midwife and babysit a violation of the Constitution? What is the role of the court when it comes to the issue of Article 3 of the Constitution and the question of the sovereignty of the people? Your lordship, I beg that you hear us. I beg that you grant the conservatory order staying the swearing in of Professor Kithure Kindiki on the basis that he has not qualified to hold that office. Secondly, on the basis that his purported qualification has not been verified by the body that is mandated to do so. In the absence of that, your lordship, you will be inviting us to say that even an insane person can become deputy president, a bankrupt person can become deputy president.
Objection.
I rest my case.
My lord, let me respond to. Can I respond,
Professor Ojenda and,
yes, my lord,
and every other counsel who is seated, please sit down. We have two applications, and this is not going to be a start of another court process. It's not going to be a start of another court process. The applications which have been made are discretional. So I'll only allow one response, and then we'll render a ruling. Only one response.
Yeah, my lord, if I may respond, my lord.
My lord, kindly, with your permission. With your permission.
My lord, you've made a ruling.
Okay. Okay, let me hear two people from this side.
Okay, then two from. You're one person.
Dr. Kaminwa, please say what you want to say and be mindful of time, please.